Hello, it gives me immense pleasure and it's my honor to present to you all some thoughts on creating world-class universities through research, innovation and teaching. This is Professor D.V. Ramana, Professor of Accounting at Xavier Institute of Management, Bhubaneswar. I did my schooling at Kendra Vidyalaya, Bhubaneswar. I did my higher education all from the Utkal University, my ICOM, BCom, MCom, MPhil and PhD in Commerce, entire higher education from this university which is known as Utkal University. Profession, I teach at Xavier Institute of Management and I am associated with Xavier Institute of Management Bhubaneswar from 1989. This is my 25th year of formal teaching at the postgraduate level. My relationship with Utkal University is in the capacity of student, in the capacity of researcher and in the capacity of a teacher. I was a student, I was a researcher and I was a teacher of this great university, and I continue to be a student, researcher and a teacher at this place. My vision for this university is to make my university known for world-class research, training and innovation. But this cannot be done just by thinking about it. The three important factors which are required, which are considered as a prerequisite for creating world-class universities, are the talent, resources and governance. By talent I mean top-class students, outstanding faculty and efficient support staff. It is necessary to attract the best students of the state, of the country and of the world to this place. It is necessary to attract the outstanding faculty to this university, and it is also necessary to have efficient and effective support staff. The second one is the resources. Financial corpus, creating financial corpus through public fund and exploring through various sources of private fund is necessary to create robust resource base. Along with talent and resources, the third factor is a governance, which means increase in the autonomy, accountability, along with the transparency. Let me pick up one by one. In order to attract the talent, there are several ways and tactics, strategies possible. I just place before you some action plans for these three factors. One of the most important things for the university is to make education relevant and also bring in the rigor into the process. So making education and relevant and rigorous is one of the ways you can attract the best talent of the country and the world and the state. They say when going gets tough, tough gets going. You can attract the best if the courses are relevant and there is a rigor in the content and the delivery. For that, besides strengthening the existing departments and the schools, we feel that there is a need for a cross-functional school for research and innovation, which is not just related to one particular department or a one particular function, but a combination of talent, ideas, thoughts from all across the functional knowledges. And there is a need for this part of the country, a vibrant incubation center. So I feel that innovative schools and innovative centers can attract talent. Making entire campus Wi-Fi, bringing knowledge, world knowledge to the doorsteps of the student hostel, to the fingertips of the student, to the palm tops of the student, to the laptops of the student, is the need of the hour. The best education is available online freely. You have Course Era, we have OOC, MOOC, which has made it possible to get every knowledge free at your fingertip. There is a need to create a vibrant e-library. There is a need to create several centers of excellence. And there is a need to connect the younger generation to the local world and the global world. Creating relevant courses. For example, Orissa is known for power sector reforms. Orissa is known as naturally rich, physically rich, but economically poor. So maybe mining and other natural resource management related courses are relevant. There is also need to explore courses on the basis of public-private partnership, to understand the legal, financial, economic aspects of this interesting business relationships, interesting business organizations, interesting and dynamic relationships called public-private partnership. There is a need for students to understand the environment related issues. So by creating relevant courses, it is possible to get the best talent from all over the world. Now let me shift up my focus to the resources. Creating national and international partnership is an important step in the direction of strengthening our resource base. And one can do that by developing relationships with academic institutions, national and international, by developing relationship with corporate entities, developing relationship with local and international non-corporate entities. Besides providing education to the younger generation, young adults, one of the ways of creating the corpus, attracting funds to the university is strengthening the executive education, both managerial and technical. It will help in reducing the gap between the industry and academia. It will help in getting consultancy, training, preparing case studies, understanding day-to-day problems of the corporate entities. It will give opportunity to the corporates to work directly with the professors. It will give opportunity for professors to understand the day-to-day operations of the today's corporate and non-corporate entities. The funds can be raised by having a research-based funds approach, by having training-based funds approach, by designing consultancy-based funds, or maybe by creating a generic university-based corpus. Some of the best universities of the world have a huge corpus at the disposal that brings autonomy, that reduces uncertainty, that enables the management to be more proactive. So therefore, strengthening the resource base is one of the most important factors for creating world-class universities. In order to get the talent and get the resources, there is a need for good governance. The Economist, one of the very popular journals, referred to the educational system in the US as the best in the world and attributed this success not only to the wealth or financial resources but also to the strong independent governance. And governance, I mean inspiring leadership. A strong leader is the need of a good governance. Only a strong leader can ensure good governance. Good governance flows from a strong strategic vision. Good governance enables, facilitates representation from all stakeholders, teachers, students, staff, alumni, society at large. There is a need for absolute transparency to have good governance. There is a need to fix accountability and responsibility to ensure good governance. And there is a need for creating culture of constant reflection, organizational learning and change. So by governance, I'm not just focusing on statutory compliances of the rules or the laws of the land, but by governance, I'm talking about self-governance, a culture of academic rigor, respect for academics, the quest for knowledge, and the ability to involve and allow participation by different stakeholders. So the talent, resources and governance are three pillars of creating a good world-class university, but these three cannot operate as a standalone independent pillars. The dynamic interaction among these three factors is the distinguishing characteristic of an high-ranking university. So there is a need to manage these three, align these three factors, integrate these three factors. And there comes the role of the head of the organization. The Vice Chancellor has to serve as the CEO as well as the academic leader. CEO to manage the resources, CEO to ensure good governance, and as academic leader to inspire the present and the future academic scholars, to create the academic vision, to create academic path, to create and recreate the knowledge that which is already existing. Thank you very much once again.